All right, and we are live. So a warm welcome to each and everyone. My name is Phil from Let Us Talk It team, and Let Us Talk It is brought to you by Cogent Integrated Business Solutions. They're an IT company based in Detroit, Michigan, and they wish to give back to the community through the form of free knowledge sharing. Hence, they created this Let Us Talk It in order to create a platform where anyone has freedom to share their thoughts, their experiences, and all sorts into the general public or to throughout the world to add value and to share contents such as this valuable contents with the information along with it. Because data information, it can be searched using the internet, especially with AI right now, but the experience itself of the seasoned professionals that they have tackled and overcome in order to reach where they are right now, and they'll be able to share it to the world and to add learnings to each and every one. So, from anywhere you are, feel free to join this free webinar. It costs nothing to gain more knowledge about the world. All right. And as mentioned last Wednesday, we will bring you two new guest speakers and two new uh, fascinating topics. And we have the I will be introducing today. All right, and if you'd like to visit the platforms, our website is www.cogentibs.com and www.letustalkit.com. All right, so feel free to let us know if you want to be a guest speaker or you just want to attend our free webinars. And for those who have joined right now, thank you so much for joining. And for those who will be watching live, please do enjoy and take as much information as you can. And by the way, we call it a Zipinar, not webinar, as we try to zip in two topics in one session. It's just to lessen the time consumed, but maximizes the information you gain from these free sessions. And for the first topic that we have today, we have data quality demystified. So, identifying and resolving common problems. And this topic will unlock the secrets of reliable data by learning how to spot and fix common quality issues. And this session provides practical insights and tools to ensure your data is accurate, consistent, and ready to drive impactful decisions. And to bring this topic is Peter Charnas, CEO and founder of DQ OPS, and has over 25 years of experience in information technology and has worked in various technologies and areas such as software development in .NET, in Java, and manage a software quality team and a big data engineering team for the last 10 years. He has specialized in data architecture and founded two startups. So that's DQOPS, his most recent project, and it is a powerful open source data quality tool that brings many features seen in commercial tools to all users. And without further ado, as welcome Peter Charnas. Hello, sir.
Yes, thank you for this introduction. I think I don't need to present too much about myself. If you are interested in some of my materials, you can find me on LinkedIn. I have over 30,000 followers, and I specialize in data governance, data architecture, data quality, well, I have created almost 150 or even more interesting slides. Even one person says they would love to make it a book only of my architecture diagrams. The platform that I wanted to show you was developed by me and my team when we are doing a very big data quality project for one of the biggest companies worldwide. It was the first version of the solution was closed source, and in total about 50 data quality specialists or data stewards worked on improving data quality. So it was so far the biggest data quality project that I have ever heard when I'm talking to potential customers or people looking for data quality. And at the same time, me and my team, we decided to bootstrap a similar solution based on our learnings and create a similar solution that any company or any user can use to identify data quality issues and figure out how to handle them. I will show you a short presentation before I will do a demo. Just to let you understand what I mean by data quality and what particular challenge we want to answer with our approach. So DQOps, the solution that we created, is a combined solution that provides both data quality monitoring and data observability. And the goal is to make all data stakeholders, all people who work with data at any stage, like engineers, data stewards, data analysts, data scientists, just to work on data quality in one place. Data quality is right now and for the last, I think, 5 years on the top of all charts when data teams are asked for the most important topic that is stopping them from getting results out of data. So no matter if it's about data analytics, dashboards, AI, it's still data quality that stops them. The idea of data quality and what we want to achieve is to notice data quality issues, common problems, before users can notice them. And here are a couple of such errors in data that a machine could spot before users will notice that something is missing on a dashboard, like the data is not up to date, it's not complete, there are some duplicate records, or maybe email addresses don't look like email addresses. Maybe some values are like out of range, like the age column is like 200 years. The challenge that data teams have is that they right now, it's a problem of the chicken and egg. So we cannot have a chicken without an egg. We cannot have an egg without the chicken. And the same goes to investing into data quality and buying a data quality tool, because we need a data quality tool to find issues and show them to our managers. And we need budget to buy a commercial data quality team to find those issues. So what we did in DQOps, we noticed this challenge that many data teams have to hard code and write Python scripts to detect data quality issues, which you see on the left. And it's time consuming, there is a lot of work, and it doesn't look very professional to show such a screenshot to a manager and tell them we have 10 data quality issues. The other option is to buy a commercial tool. Even open source tools, other open source tools still provide user interface only in paid versions. So what we did in DQOps, we decided that the data quality detection should be an open source feature. There are, of course, features that could be paid, like access management, storing, having a SaaS version, but still any team should be able to detect data quality issues. So that's the idea why we created DQOps as an open source solution, to let any team detect data quality issues, automate data quality checks on any computer, is it Windows, Linux, or Mac, and run it locally and identify issues that the team can show to the business sponsors, managers, just to show, yes, we have issues. And here is the approach how to show those issues. So you can just download DQOps. It's available as a Python package or as a Docker container. You can start it locally. You will have a user interface to do something called profiling. So it's about understanding the structure of data, like to see what each column contains. And finally, you can let DQOps to automatically detect data quality issues. And the first screen, I will show you that live, shows a list of columns and types of errors. And whatever is orange, that means that this column is affected by some kind of an issue. So by starting it locally, you can directly, instantly show it to a manager and tell them, yes, we have issues. There is also one interesting challenge because data quality is typically used by three groups of people. The first group are data engineers, so developers, engineers who are building data pipelines, building data warehouses, data lakes, and they want to integrate data quality checks directly in data pipelines when the data is loaded. There is a second group. When you move the data platform live and you already have a data lake, and there are users who are using the data, they want to test if the data is valid. If they have concerns that maybe like a customer ID column is not unique, there are duplicate customers, they want to test it. And the first two groups, if they configure any checks, they just contribute them to a library. So there is the first group, usually some group of that handles support or operations, that is observing the platforms and monitoring for issues. So the idea is to let all those three groups configure data quality checks and monitor it for years. Because what we did for our biggest customer, we are working on the solution for 4 years, and we went through all the stages. We are working with engineers, we are working with data stewards, and we are working with the operations teams. So it was over almost 5 years project where we learned that actually all those groups need a different approach to data quality. Short summary before I go to the demo. DQOps, even in the open source version, has connectors to a majority of data sources, over 20 data sources supported, even like flat files, CSV files, JSON files. We have probably the biggest library of data quality checks because we implemented over 150 data quality checks. And we also provide various approaches, various interfaces like user interface, command line, API for engineering. A little more, we also provide AI engine to analyze the data and automatically detect data quality issues. When issues are detected in the middle, we can create incidents and track how this error is resolved and by whom. And the third feature that is very unique to DQOps is how to show which tables or data sources are affected by data quality issues to like management. Because they want to know, okay, this database is healthy, but the other database has a lot of errors. So what we did in DQOps, we provide a data quality data warehouse with about 50 dashboards focused on presenting data quality from different angles. And what is important, any user can change them. Here is just an overview how DQOps works. We make about 99% of the code base open source. That's the green side on the left, where we store even the data locally on the computer. So the platform can run on premise. And we also provide a SaaS version, which provides a data quality data warehouse. We are creating a free warehouse for every user to present dashboards. A couple of summaries. It's open source. It has probably the biggest feature set of any open source data quality tool. We also can calculate KPIs like you can see here. That for each month, we can calculate what is the health score and show that, yes, we are improving data quality. So in like 5 months, we managed to almost reach 100%. We can define custom data quality checks. So if there is a problem that the business notices, we can design custom checks. And of course, as I mentioned, this tool provides the platform to cooperate between data engineers, data stewards, data scientists, data analysts, and data operations to work on data quality together. So this is the general overview. I will show you how this platform works first from the back. I will not start the platform because we have a pretty short session. So in general, how we can make it possible for you to start testing data quality on your computer. You can just download the QOps, start it on your computer, and it will create a folder structure. So all the data will be stored locally on your computer. There is a special folder that you can see here with the configuration of data sources. And for each table, you can notice that the naming convention for the files is schema name dot table name and a special extension. This is a data contract. A data contract is a YAML file that provides the configuration of metadata. So it knows which columns do we have on this table. And so you can see that here we have like a column city name and what data quality checks we want to measure. You can also notice that we have full documentation inside. We have also auto-completion. So it's pretty interesting because you can now start typing and you will see what types of checks we can apply on this table. So that's how we can actually work with the platform from the back. That's the answer what data engineers need. But there is also the user interface that I mentioned. If you run it locally, it will be a local host, but I'm just showing you a SaaS hosted instance. It will look exactly the same on your computer. And here you will see the list of tables and their data quality statuses. So this is about the initial message that we started about measuring completeness, consistency, uniqueness. So how healthy is the table measured as a KPI, as a score, as a percentage of errors. And the color tells you what is the current status. So there, yellow means there are some warnings, some small things. Red, those ones, the orange mean there is an error that you should fix, but maybe not today. And the red ones are very serious errors. So when there is a problem like duplicate values, the QOps will constantly scan the data and will group those issues. So for example, on this table that we have seen the configuration, DQOps detected 35 anomalies since November 18th. So if we go to this incident, it will show us on which days there were some issues related to a few columns. So they were all anomalies and they were related to a sum of values. They were related to a couple of columns. You can even look at the particular errors and how they look like. DQOps provides a way to manage notifications. So we can say, okay, if we get such an issue next time, I want to get notified. So we can say, okay, send me an email to this address. We can even change how the notifications are sent. We can say any issue related to this table. So I don't care about the type of error. I just want to have any issues related to this table. I want to get notified. There is also a notification workflow. So issues will be sent probably to a support team, and they will decide whether to close it as muted or acknowledge it, confirm it, and send it to the engineering team. So that's about the configuration of incidents. The first section is just a metadata management screen where you see tables, columns, just like a Toad or SQL Server Management Studio for any database. But I wanted to show you actually how to find data quality issues. That's the topic. So as I mentioned before, the goal is to help you find data quality issues and show them to business sponsors. So as any other data quality tool, DQOps can also detect and analyze metadata and profile the data. The table that I'm showing you is public data from Austin in Texas. They are publishing data of phone calls made to this number 511. Those are calls about some problems like a tree has fallen. And we can just see how it works. We can notice that the QOps analyzes the data. It detects what are the values. Here is the county name from which people make phone calls. I actually looked at the map, and those two counties are actually valid counties from which people make phone calls. And those two are actually data quality issues. You can see just a few phone calls. They are not counties. They are actually small villages around Austin. So these two values, when people make phone calls from these two villages, we should call them data quality issues. The goal is to find those issues. So we want to see actually that there are issues on this county column that some values are invalid. We can use the data quality check editor and use our editor just to configure and set up all the settings. I will not go into the list of checks because we have 150 checks. It takes 1 hour actually. I tried it a few times to tell and show every check. You can actually use our machine learning module called Data Quality Rule Mining Engine. And you can ask it, I want to find errors that are present in 1% of records. And DQOs will look at the data, will look at the values, and will propose the most convenient data quality checks. For example, here you can say, it can detect that the column source, so how people contacted Austin, the typical values are by phone, by web, by email. So DQOs will test it. I will not run it because we don't have time. I will just show you what's the end result. So if we run it, we'll get information that the county column has some issues. I can go to the county column, see. And you can look at the results. So you will notice that we are expecting that 100% of phone calls are made from those two counties. And only 96% of phone calls or contacts were made from those counties. So those are actually data. There are about 3.5% of records that are invalid. We can also look at the records. We can understand that people were also making phone calls from Hayes County, and those are the records. So this is how you can do the assessment, find the issues, and decide here on the screen whether those issues are valid or not. And you can discuss it with the business sponsor. Yes, we have to fix it. We have to fix this one and this one. And this one is actually not important. One more feature before I will switch. We can also use automation and AI to automatically detect some issues, like use AI to detect that the row count is invalid, that the data is growing. You can notice, like here, timeliness means data is missing. Typically, the data, Austin shares the data after 1 or 2 days, but they send the data 3 times with 3 days delay. So it was actually an error. We can also present the results. That's the last screen I wanted to show you of those data quality dashboards, where we can actually show the results to business sponsors. So we can go and see, okay, we are every day we are working on data quality. For the last year, we managed to improve data quality for this database for almost 90%. But after that, the priorities have shifted. Nobody is spending time on data quality. And actually, our KPI scores, our quality levels are dropping. So this is the moment when we are getting worse and worse. So that's the time probably to change the priorities. And probably next year, we should have some extra budget to improve data quality because the quality is dropping. We can also look at the quality at different angles, like which database actually has the lowest KPI score, so the lowest KPI results. So that's all I wanted to show you to meet the time. And if you have any questions, please ask.
Wow, the information is really overwhelming. Like the actual setup of the data quality check is like really overwhelming. This has existed only this present time, sir. Only this year, this type of quality checks
Yes.
on data. Yeah, it was just modeled. And are there any competitors already for this
Well, there
application?
are competitors, but nobody who can provide this level of data quality detection so early. So you can just detect it locally without buying a product worth about $50,000 a year.
Yes, exactly. Because I've seen those companies that needed data. They look for like additional other tools just to make sure
Mhm.
like the email is correct, like if it's working and all
Exactly.
sorts. Yeah. So this is fully customizable, right?
Yes.
According to
Yes. You
yeah.
can change the dashboards that I showed you and
Yes.
make your own. You can also, because you said that it's overwhelming. Actually, you can do also one other thing. I didn't show it because those checks that are full green were enabled manually. So you like somebody went here. But the check that is like light green, they were automatically activated by something called data quality policy. So this is the area called generally as data observability. So we tell the platform detect any empty tables, detect any outdated tables, detect any tables that are not available, and you don't do any configuration. You just turn on the platform, you connect it to your database, and you let it run.
Wow. It's uh it's really
When there are
awesome.
issues, you can go to profiling and say, okay, this table has some small issues, some problems. So let's do data quality assessment. Let's find those issues.
I see.
Because of course, you don't need, if you have 1,000 tables, you don't need to go through this process for 1,000 tables. You can just let the platform monitor, detect tables that behave in an irregular way, and then go only to focus only on improving the quality of tables where you see errors.
Perfect. And this application that DQ Obser, this is available throughout the world, right?
Yes.
Yes. All right then.
So you can actually look on we have documentation on the internet. If you just find DQOps,
Mhm.
just go to the website. There are two interesting options. You can go here and download my free ebook, which describes how to use it. It's based on our experience on improving data quality. Or you can go to the documentation and see how to use it, find all the materials. There is pretty much like even we have like use cases, how to detect a particular type of an issue. Okay.
Yes. And this application works on a subscription, sir, or there is a free trial?
Well, as long as you don't use our SaaS version, it's free.
I
Because we
see.
want you to find data quality issues in your environment. And when you want to have a full version with user and access management, then you can come to us. But that would be probably the moment when you will already show errors to your managers, and they will be willing to pay for it.
Yes. All right. And there you go. What an amazing presentation of a data checker, making sure that the quality of the data is at its best. So
Yes.
detecting errors as early as possible. So this is a new generation, definitely application for data gathering and checking. All right. So this is mostly used in big industries such as real estates, right, sir?
Maybe big industries, but I think also smaller companies are using it because the way we made it is that if you have an option to buy a product for even like about $50,000 a year,
Hmm.
and you have a choice to start locally, and who knows, maybe your environment will grow to a level that is comparable, and you will actually need our help.
Exactly. All right. Okay. So we're open to questions. definitely. Anyone in the attendees, you can raise your hand or you can put it on chat. Uh, Hello, for those who are watching live on YouTube. Feel free to put in your questions. Definitely, we have Peter to address those questions. So we have people watching on YouTube right now. They don't have any questions just yet, but yeah, I'll make sure to put it on Zoom Live. But if you can join in Zoom, definitely it's much better because you can talk to Peter himself. Uh, yeah. All right. So we're waiting before we move to the next topic. And okay, Nigel can
No, there is one
automate.
question.
Yes.
Actually, yesterday I was on an interesting show with a couple of experts exactly about automation and AI related to data quality and data governance. So yes, actually, what you see here is automation because if we let DQOps and the data quality platform to run automatically and test the data every day. So whatever you tested on the UI, you just configure a library of checks, and the platform will continuously run them every day to detect when they fail. And the place for AI is, for example, in anomaly detection, where we can look at, I showed you this example when this data from Austin was delayed. So they didn't, usually they were sending data with 1 or 2 days delay, but for 1 day they missed the target. And the data was 3 days old. And it was actually on this yellow zone because that was an anomaly that was detected as an error. So we use an AI model that will find about 0.1% of anomalies.
Wow.
So that was probably the worst delay out of 3 years that they had, because that's 0.1%.
I see. I see. That's wonderful. Definitely. I hope that takes care of the question, Nigel. Plus, it has machine learning, right, sir? So it's continuously adapting.
Yes.
Wow. Perfect.
Okay, I will turn off my audio and we can switch to the next presenter.
Yes. Anything you'd like to promote, sir, before we move to the next topic? Any upcoming seminar or workshop, or if you
Uh,
have, yeah.
Not for the moment. If you can just find me on LinkedIn, please follow me to see more topics. And of course, please download my ebook. I will just put a link to my ebook because we have spent a lot of time writing it. That's an interesting information how to actually improve data quality. My team was improving data quality for several projects, and we noticed that we can actually design a process,
Mhm.
like a workflow, how to do it.
And this ebook is also available, the one that
Hopefully.
was on the website and on your LinkedIn as well, sir.
Yes, yes.
Yes. All right. So make sure you connect with Sir Peter Sarnas and yeah, send him a message or find the links for his ebook to learn more about this DQ Ops application. Let's, yeah, okay. Thank you, sir, for putting it on everyone so everyone
Yes,
can
I
see
noticed that it
it.
was only
All right.
between us.
Perfect.
Thank you.
So, yeah, thank you so much, sir. And we'll move to the next topic that we have today. Okay. And yes, for the second topic we have today is about financial literacy, your gateway to financial success. So it's completely different to the first topic. It's not really totally related, but this is the essence of the Zipinar. So we try to zip in two topics. It can be different, it can be related, but it maximizes your information gathering in just a short period of time, right? So we'll hear about a topic which empowers individuals with the knowledge and tools to achieve lasting financial freedom. It's what everybody wants, right? And to talk about this topic is Jamal Ulajidi, who is a founder of ORC Charity, advocate for financial literacy, software engineer, and digital marketing strategist. And he has the initiative to dedicate to spreading kindness and making a difference in communities. And as a passionate advocate for financial literacy, our speaker is committed to equipping individuals with the tools and knowledge they need to achieve financial independence. With a diverse background as a software engineer and digital marketer, Jamal brings a unique perspective to his work, inspiring others to take control for their financial futures. And without further ado, let's welcome Jamal Olajide for the second topic that we have today. Hello, Jamal.
Thank you so much, Phil. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
All right, that's fair. Uh, Good day, everyone. It's such an honor to be here today. And I want to start by thanking Let Us Talk It and Cogent IBS for organizing this incredible event and giving me the opportunity to share my passion for financial literacy with all of you. I also want to thank all of you for taking the time to join us today. We have already taken the first step towards empowering yourself with the knowledge, and that is truly commendable. Today, we'll be diving into a topic that's not just about money, but about building a life of stability, freedom, and opportunities. My goal here is to leave you with actionable insights that you can use to transform not only your finances, but also your mindset. For those of you who don't know me, like Phil said, my name is Jamal Olajide. I'm the founder of Org Charity, an advocate for financial literacy, a software engineer, and a digital marketing strategist. My journey into financial literacy started earlier this year. It has been a life-changing one. I'm here today to share that journey with you, and more importantly, to help you embark on your own. My journey has been anything but ordinary. I've always wanted to make a meaningful impact, which led me to start a charity organization 2 years ago. However, my path as a financial literacy advocate began unexpectedly earlier this year, very early this year. Well, it all started with my dad. I'm very fortunate, who often emphasized the importance of saving and being mindful about money. In the first months of the year, he handed me a very popular book, a very life-changing book, actually, Rich Dad Poor Dad. A lot of you should know that book. That moment sparked a transformation. I dived into other impactful books like The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, 22 Immutable Laws of Marketing, and so much more. I also watched countless YouTube videos and listened to countless podcasts on personal finance, self-development, and business strategies. So there's this quote by J.M. Cornwell that resonated with me deeply. He said, "Knowledge not shared is knowledge wasted." That realization fueled my passion to share what I've learned. Since then, I've been spreading the news, the message of personal finance on social media, public platforms like my YouTube channel, Cashflow Compass. You can check it out after today's event. The logo is on your screen as the purple with the four squares and the arrow. And even through a mobile application I'm developing, which is still in its earlier stages anyways. My mission is simple but profound: to empower people to take charge of their finances and unlock freedom that comes with it. So let's begin. Let us begin. Let's look at today's agenda. We're going to go through the introduction, the core concepts of financial literacy, the ripple effects of financial literacy, practical steps to financial literacy. Then, so what is financial literacy? Well, it isn't just about crunching numbers or building wealth. It is actually about equipping ourselves with the knowledge and skills to navigate life's financial challenges. It's the roadmap to living a life of purpose, free from anxiety of paycheck living. Well, we are familiar with the term rat race, very popular term. Everybody relates it to working a 9 to 5, but it is not. It is more of tirelessly waiting for your next paycheck to support
Jamal.
your lifestyle. Sorry?
Yes, excuse a little. It's your mic is a little muffled sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not very
Um,
audible. If you could come closer to the mic.
okay. What about now?
Yeah,
Is it fine?
it's better. It's better.
All right. So we are familiar with the term the rat race. It's a very popular term. Everybody relates this to working a 9 to 5, but it's not. It's more of tirelessly waiting for your next paycheck to support your lifestyle. That is the rat race. Today, we will explore why financial literacy is not just important, but essential for personal and societal growth. You'll discover how financial knowledge can transform lives, reduce crime rates, and empower individuals to achieve true financial freedom, regardless of their income level. So let's look at the micro concepts of financial literacy. The first one we have is the misconception of income versus wealth. Now, this is a very powerful one. Many believe that earning money or earning more money automatically leads to financial freedom. But the truth is, it's not how much you earn that makes you financially free. It's how well you manage what you earn. Even millionaires can go broke without proper management, while someone with a modest income can build wealth through discipline and smart choices. You should know that your income is not a tool, but it is a solution. Financial freedom comes from understanding how to control and maximize it. Let's look at the other concept I have, which is actually my 3 pillars of financial freedom. The first one is income. This is the foundation. This is the foundation. Without a source of income, you can't build financial stability. But remember, income is just the beginning and it's not exactly the whole picture. The second pillar is management. Now, this is actually the most important for me. This is where financial literacy makes its mark. Managing your income involves budgeting, tracking your expenses, paying yourself first, avoiding lifestyle inflation, recognizing cognitive biases, and countering those cognitive biases. Okay, let me give you an example. There are 2 persons, person A and person B, right? Person A earns $10,000 a month, and person B earns $6,000 a month. Person A has a living expenditure of $9,000 in a month and gets to save only $1,000 for living expenses. Okay. While person B that earns $6,000 has a living expenditure of $4,000 and gets to save $3,000 for living expenses. Okay. So let's say they work for just a year, which is 12 months. Person A gets to save $12,000 because $1,000 in a month for 12 months is $12,000, but his living expenditure in a month is $9,000. So person A only has about, give or take, a month before they risk being left homeless and forced to beg on the streets. While person B gets to save $24,000 and has a living expenditure of $4,000 in a month. So that means person B has, give or take, 6 months before they risk being left homeless and forced on the streets. So now you see that management is actually way, way more important than actually how much you earn. Let's look at the third pillar, which is multiplication. So once you've been able to manage your income well, the next step is to grow it. This is where saving and investing comes to play. Like building an emergency fund for unexpected expenses, investing wisely, focusing on acquiring assets, not liabilities. You focus on acquiring assets, not liabilities, to bring or to create long-term wealth. Now that we've been able to lay the foundation, let's talk about how financial literacy doesn't just transform individuals, but also impacts society as a whole. I call it the ripple effects of financial literacy. So on your screens, you see the first one I have is reducing crime rates, right? I love talking about this one, by the way. Financial literacy empowers individuals to meet their basic needs and plan for the future. When people understand how to manage money, they are less likely to turn to desperate measures like theft or fraud. For example, studies have shown that communities with higher financial literacy levels experience lower crime rates. Why? Because financial stability reduces desperation and promotes ethical decision making. So when you're able to equip people with the tools and the knowledge to manage money wisely, we create a safer and more secure community. The second we have on our list is strengthening families and relationships. Money is one of the leading causes of stress and conflict in relationships. Financial literacy helps families avoid conflicts by fostering open communication and sound money management. Financial literacy also is a gift that benefits not just you, but everyone around you, especially your loved ones. I mean, I don't think anybody likes it when a family member or members consistently disturb you for money, right? Well, I don't like it. The third we have on our screen is building thriving communities. When individuals are financially literate, they can contribute more effectively to their communities, whether through philanthropy or active participation in economic growth. Financially literate individuals drive community development, creating a cycle of prosperity and opportunity. The fourth we have on our list is breaking generational cycles of poverty. Here, financial literacy has the power to break the chains of generational poverty by equipping individuals with the skills to build lasting wealth. Okay, let me give you an example here. Parents who understand money, like my dad, teach their children about saving, investing, and making smart financial decisions. This creates a ripple effect of financial stability across generations. It's not just a journey. Financial literacy isn't just a journey, it's a legacy that transforms lives for years to come. With these ripple effects in mind, let's now dive into the practical steps you can take today to become financially literate and start making a difference in your own life and community. The first I have on my list is awareness. Be aware that financial literacy exists. So this first step toward transformation is recognizing the problem. Financial literacy is not a luxury. It's a necessity that influences every aspect of your life. Why does awareness matter? You may ask. Well, many people don't realize that financial knowledge is the missing link between income and wealth. Understanding that financial literacy is accessible to everyone, regardless of their background, is the first empowering step. Let me give you a key action here. You could seek out resources like workshops, books, or free online content to start your financial literacy journey. The second on my list is understand the impact. Learn from past mistakes. Take a moment to reflect on your financial history. How has the lack of knowledge influenced your decisions? Awareness of past mistakes is the first step to avoid them in the future. Why is reflection key? Well, it reviews patterns such as overspending, impulsive purchases, or neglecting savings. Let me give you another key action here. Write down financial habits, 2 to 3 financial habits, or if you have more, that's fine. Write down financial habits you want to change and research better alternatives. Maybe a cognitive bias like keeping up with the Joneses. What is keeping up with the Joneses? Well, this is when, for example, your neighbor or your friend buys a car and you're pressured to buy that car or to buy a better car. That's keeping up with the Joneses. That's a cognitive bias. The third step is actively dissociate from financial illiteracy. Now it's time to actually take action. Consciously separate yourself from old habits and build a foundation of financial success. This step is where transformation happens. How do you dissociate from financial illiteracy? Well, first, you could educate yourself, read books, attend seminars, and learn from credible experts. Another could be seek guidance, find a mentor or a financial coach to guide your decisions. We also have practice new habits, like start budgeting today, saving today, and exploring investments step by step. There's a quote I got from Marco Russell. I think he's a salesman. I used to watch a lot of his videos on Instagram. He said something, not in his exact words, but I put them in my own words. He said, knowledge is the dawn of power, but knowledge acted upon is the real power. You could read books for months, ages, but if you don't act on that knowledge, then why do we actually get this knowledge, right? So by following these steps, you will not only transform your personal finances, but also inspire those around you to embark on their own journey to financial literacy. Remember, transformation starts with baby steps, awareness, reflection, and action. Start small, but start today. Sorry.
All right. Okay, that was a
Yeah.
very powerful presentation regarding financial freedom. So, yeah, you good, Jamal? So, we open for
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm
questions.
fine. I'm fine.
Yes. All right. So we're
Yeah.
open for questions. Anyone who from the attendees would like to ask, you can put on your questions or you can raise your hands up. Uh, yeah. Anyway, how you want the questions, feel free to do so. And again, yes, hello to those who are watching us live on YouTube. You can ask your questions. And yes, do you have recommendations, Jamal, of like references?
Sorry, could you come again?
Yes. Do you have recommendations to our viewers? Like, what are the best references that you are using, or yeah, you can advise for them to read or look for?
Okay. So a lot of people talk about several books that this book is better than this, but everybody has their own journey, to be honest.
Yes.
I'd advise, like I said, awareness, read books. Knowledge is the dawn of power, but knowledge acted upon is the real power. So try to get as much knowledge as you can and act on that knowledge. And also learn to leverage your networks on people around you. It will be very effective. And that's something that I had to learn because I'm not the most social person. So I had to learn how to network with people. And that's actually the best thing that you could actually do because some people say that your net worth is in your network. So don't fail to network. Any other question?
That'd be true. Okay, let's check with the attendees. Sandy.
Oh,
All right, so we have a question from Sandy.
okay.
So, how can the younger generation take advantage of trends like cryptocurrency or sustainable investing while minimizing risk?
Okay, so we have, should I say, three models of risk? Because there is low risk, medium risk, and high risk. Everything is still risk. So regardless of what you are investing in, uh, it can and it might well it might and it might not fail, but depending on the risk level. So we have the internet for a reason, right? And we have people around you for a reason. Try to leverage on the internet. Try to leverage on people. Ask around what is the best cryptocurrency. Yes, you might make mistakes. It's bound to happen, but you just have to keep going again and again. I'm so sorry. Yeah, for instance, I actually started investing in in an investment instrument in Nigeria because I'm Nigerian. It's called the Stanbic money market, right? So there are several investment instruments, several multitudes. It's actually the one you pick, right? And they may say it's low risk, it's medium risk, it's high risk. Everything is still risk. You just have to take the bull by its horn and move. You will fail, you get up again, you keep moving. So risk is risk, regardless. I hope that answers your question. If you have any more questions, I'd be glad to answer.
All right. Okay. So we have additional people watching on YouTube. Hello. You might join late, but don't worry. This recorded session will be uploaded on the Let Us Talk page later on. So, all right. Thank you so much for that question. Yeah, amazing answer. Really relatable and timely. So, I guess we don't have any questions so far. Yes. Would you like to promote any upcoming seminars you will be doing online?
Okay,
Yeah, or
okay.
services. Yes.
So you could follow me on LinkedIn, Jamal Olajide. Well, and I started a YouTube channel called Cash Flow Compass. It's about personal finance, actually. So I've just uploaded about 10 videos. I'm still learning about YouTube, the algorithm, trying to make financial literacy more aware, you know, to my audience, to people, because it's one thing to post on social media, but YouTube has a very broad audience. You know, you could reach people outside of your country. So you
Yeah.
could follow me on, you could subscribe to my YouTube channel, That's the Compass. I would so much appreciate it.
All right. That's perfect. So, yes, for those who are listening, cash flow compass, right?
Yes.
Yes. All right. You can check out the videos and leave a like and a follow for Jamal. And yes, you can message him on LinkedIn as well. So you can connect,
Yes. Yes.
yeah, Jamal Olajide on LinkedIn, and make sure to send him a message and ask for additional inputs in case you missed this live session and you were just watching the recorded one. All right, and same goes for our first speaker, Peter Tarnas. You can connect with him on LinkedIn as well. All right, so I guess that takes care of the two wonderful topics that we have today. So yeah, it's about time. We are about to close the webinar, but before we do, I would like to say my greatest thanks to our guest speakers who are very passionate in sharing knowledge to the world and their personal experiences as well. And yeah, and it's really an honor for us to have you, sir, Peter and Jamal. Thanks for joining us in this initiative. And for those who attended, we appreciate your time, really. And we do this webinar, this initiative, every Wednesday, 12 noon to 1 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you'd like to attend again next Wednesday, we will be bringing you two new guest speakers and two new topics uh, to talk about, definitely. And you can invite your friends as well. So even for Peter and Jamal, if you have time, you can join in again as an attendee and ask questions to other professionals, definitely. All right. I guess that takes care of everything. So do not forget to connect with our guest speakers today and also share this content to each and everyone so they would learn as well from professionals like Jamal and Peter to about their niche and industries. And also, please follow and like Let Us Talk It, the YouTube channel, so we can share more information to the world. And our website is www.letustalkit.com. Do not forget to visit to watch other sessions, previous sessions that we had, or you can message us there in order to be a guest speaker if you want to talk on this platform. And that is totally for free. All right. So I'll bid goodbye to each and everyone. And
Thank
I thank
you.
you so much for your precious time. Peter, thank you. And Jamal, thank you.
Thank you.
and a pleasure to have you guys in this platform. All the best from LetUsTalkIt team. Goodbye, everyone, and take care as always.
Goodbye.
All right. Thank you, Phil. Thank you so much.
Our pleasure. Thank you.
Yeah.